All right, hello everyone. Let's do another week of diagnostic reviews on some stocks that are in play. So today is Christmas Eve, December 24th, and we're going to start with industrials. There's a lot happening in industrials. So first one is Johnson Controls, JCI. We've got very strong bullish momentum. We just recently had this buy signal come up. We've got congruency here, blue, blue. We got these are both blue, pointing upward. TSI and RSI together, both pointing upward and above the 50 here. And we've got this marker that's come in. This is bottoming and turning up. So, and if you look at the weekly, we got very strong bullish signals on the weekly as well. So, I like JCI, and I also like CF Industries. They are just barely getting over this moving average here. And we've had strong bullish direction on the Heikin-Ashi candles. We've got both of these buy markers that have come in. We've got congruency here all the way down. Indicators are either green or blue, which are bullish, pointing upward. Dynamic money flow. We've got a lot of money coming into this one right now. On the weekly, we've got strong bullish indication as well. So I would have no problem getting into this for a few days, maybe even for the February expiration date. So CF is also looking good. Now we're going to take a look at AA, which is Alcoa. Recently, big spike above this moving average. Both of these buy indicators came in very close to each other. And look at what we got. Very strong moves here. Okay. Everything down here is bullish. We got the blue pointing up. These lines are pointing upward and blue. Very tight. TSI, RSI together, very tight. We just have very tight and a lot of money coming in. Dynamic money flow is indicating that. So same thing on the weekly. Okay. So I like Alcoa, AA. And now let's look at Zim, Z-I-M. They're a shipping company. Boy, look at that bullish action. Okay, it's gone from 7:30 up to 12 in just a week and a half. So something's going on here with Zim. Maybe it's something in the Middle East. I don't know. Suez Canal tensions. But if you look at this congruency and this price action down here, these indications are definitely, indicators are pointing up, very strong. Lots of money coming in on the dynamic money flow. We recently got the buy marker on the weekly. And look at these signals. Look at these indicators for the weekly as well. So Zim, I've been in Zim already. I think I got about a 12% move or so on Friday. So I'm still in it. Don't plan on getting out. So Zim is looking good. All right, last industrial here is FRO. This is Frontline. You can see, again, we have both buy markers here. It's been bullish for a week and a half. It shows no signs of slowing down, just got above this moving average. Blue congruency here. Indicators are all tight, pointing upward, just all the way down. Lots of money coming in. Look at the weekly. Weekly starting to turn around. We don't have quite blue everywhere yet, but I don't think it's going to be very long before we get it. So I think FRO is also a good play. Now we're going to shift into tech. The first one is AXSM. We are comfortably over these moving averages on the daily. It's been for 4 weeks now. It's been solidly bullish, and I just had another, 6% move on Friday. Strong bullish signals here. Everything's still pointing up. Everything's blue. I expect this to turn around pretty soon. This shows signs of bottoming. This is bottoming. Money flows. We got a lot of money coming into this now. And look at the weekly. Very solid bullish direction. So I think you could be into this until the February expiration. So this is AXSM. All right, let's take a look at ARM, another new semiconductor. They just had an IPO a couple months ago, but the bullish action just continues, just strong. I don't know what's going on, but really all semiconductors are strong again. Bullish signals here. TSI, RSI again, above the 50, very strong. These are just continuing to stay bullish. Look at the weekly, very strong bullish signals here. So ARM is a good play. Now we're going to look at INTC. This is Intel Corporation. It's been bullish now for over 2 weeks, and people are talking about it catching up to NVIDIA this year, or next year, 2024, okay? So this is probably, Intel is going to be a big solid stock next year, is what I'm hearing, okay? For now, yeah, we can get into this and hold it for a while. We've got blue congruency here. Lines are strongly pointed up all the way down. If we look at here at the weekly, just look at this. It's been going up for 6 weeks or so. Very strong bullish signals on Intel, comfortably above the moving averages. So Intel could be good this week. All right, now we're going to look at FTNT. I think this is Fortnite. I think they do video games, something like that. But over 2 weeks now, it's been solidly bullish. It just barely got above the moving averages. It's another stock that's breaking out right now. Bullish signals. We got blue congruency here. Lines are all pointing up. Dynamic money flow. The money just keeps pouring in. And on the weekly, we've got bullish signals all the way down. Okay, we recently got the buy signal, this buy marker here, on the weekly. Okay, and you look at this 2 hours, I mean, it's gone 56 something to about 60 something in just 3 days. Okay, very solid moves here on FTNT. Keep an eye on that one. All right, let's look at Wix. I know they do something with electronics and semiconductors. This bullish action has been going on since 2 months now. Okay, this thing is not slowing down. This thing broke out a long time ago, and it's still not slowing down. You can see the blue indicators down here. Everything's sloped up. Everything's strong. Even on the weekly, still very strong. It's been strong for a month and a half. This is, again, another one you can hold on to for a while. I'll probably do something with February expiration. So this is Wix. This needs to be on your in your portfolio. Okay, next in tech is PLAB. Look at this bullish action. We've got both of these buy markers that have come in. Blue congruency here. I'm not even worried about that little bit of orange because we just have a solid direction everywhere else, okay? This is went up almost 2% again on Friday. Look at the breakout here on the weekly. So PLAB needs to be something you look at as well. All right, now we're going to take a look at some oil tankers. This is Sting. This thing has been solid for over 2 weeks now. Both of these buy markers came in, were well above these moving averages. Just solid upward direction. Everything's congruent. Blue, we got green here, green here. A lot of money coming in on the dynamic money flow. On the weekly, we've got very solid direction. Everything's moving up. So Sting is a tanker play. It might have something to do with whatever's going on in the Suez Canal. Either way, you might as well make a play on it. Okay, another tanker is NAT. These are Nordic tankers. Well above the moving averages. We broke out a week and a half ago. We still have very strong bullish momentum here. Everything's blue, everything's congruent, lines are pointing up, money's coming in. On the weekly, we got over here, again, the bullish is just going to continue. I'm showing, at least another 10% or so. It's only a $4.50 stock. You don't have resistance until about 475, 480. Plenty of room here. And it could easily break out past that. I don't know if it will, but it could. Okay. When you have very strong indication like this, then won't be a lot of resistance. Okay, now we're going to take a look at a real estate investment trust. This is GEO, G-E-O. This thing has been broken out a long time ago, and it's still going strong. Bluish congruency. These lines are all pointing upward. Lots of money coming in. I like this as well. This is where the TSI and the RSI are just right on top of each other. Over here in the weekly, the last 3 months this thing has been breaking out. And maybe it has something to do with the promise of lower, interest rates. Okay, so the real estate housing industry is hot right now. This is a good one, Geo. Now I want to shift into some biotech. This is Amgen, AMGN. Really solid price action here. We are well above these moving averages. In fact, these moving averages just recently crossed. That's another bullish indication. We've got blue congruency all the way down. These indicators are all pointing up. It's just another stock where I don't see any signs of bearishness coming. Even on the weekly, just about everything looks positive. Okay, so you want to get looking for a biotech, AMGN, Amgen would be one of those plays. All right, another play on biotech is the sector XBI. This has had no problem moving up. It has clear direction. It looks like it's going to continue. Blue congruency here. These lines are all pointing up. It's the same old story that I'm seeing. I see at least 20 new stocks almost every day. Okay, we are very bullish right now. Money's coming in. So XBI weekly is very strong. So I think XBI or Amgen should be your plays for biotech this week. Some other stocks that have come up recently are the weed stocks. This is Tillery. It's only a $2 stock, but there's lots of options on this one. And this is pretty solid price action. It had some down days here, but we've got really strong indication here that the bullishness overall trend is going to continue. Okay, and on the weekly, we got this marker came in, this one came in. We've had this one for a while, so it looks like we're probably running into these moving averages here. So, put a little alert on your platform. If this thing gets up to about 225 or so, it might be blue skies ahead. Okay, so this is TLRY, Tillery. Now we'll look at precious metals. This is Nugget, gold. I believe this is gold mining. I like Nugget and I like GDX. And Nugget is more of a, what do you call those? 2X shares. Very solid upward direction. We've got both of these buy markers in, this and this. We're well above these moving averages. We just recently got above this one. And everything is just blue, pointing upward all the way down. And we got more and more money coming into this. On the weekly, we do have a buy signal that's come in. We are above this moving average, so I don't think there's resistance there. We did have a little breakdown on Friday. The price came down a little bit, which is good. It means we've got a good buying opportunity because I think this is going to stay bullish. Okay, so this is Nugget. And here's the other one, GDX. We are well above these moving averages. We have both of these buy markers in. Everything's blue. Everything's congruent all the way down. We have these lines are all pointing up. Lots of money coming in. Weekly is also looking good. Looks like this one is going to start going blue. Okay, and it had a little dip on Friday, which can lead to a good entry price. But GDX is your other gold mining play. Next stock is BYON, Beyond. I believe they used to be Overstock, so I think it's that company. But you can't get much more solid than this for bullish action, okay? I mean, this thing has gone from 16 to 28 in, 3 or 4 weeks, okay? Solid bullish signals down here. Everything's solidly pointing up. Just no signs of slowing down. Okay, and on the weekly, we do have a buy marker that came in. That we have this one, and we have this one here. If you can see that, that's a blue one. So even the weekly is strong. Okay, so BYON should be a good play this week. Okay, another one is Laser, LAZR. More bullish direction, well above these moving averages. We got a long distance to go to get up to this next resistance at about 420. Okay, so we're moving from 347 to about 420. That's a big move. Bullish price action down here. These indicators are all blue, pointing up, very solid. Look at where the TSI and RSI are. They're way up there, okay? And we've got bullish action for the most part down here. Don't worry about that little thing. That's not always right. Over here on the weekly, we do have a recent buy marker that came in. We have that one. We have this one here. So even the weekly is starting to lift on laser, okay? All right, let's take a look at Chewy. Chewy's been doing well, very strong for about 3 weeks now. This buy marker is in, this one's in. We've got blue signals here. Lines are all pointing up. I think the bullish action is going to continue. And we recently got this buy marker on the weekly, okay? And if you look at these, where these are at right now, I think the bullish price action is going to continue for Chewy. All right, so at this point, I want to move into some of the mega cap stocks, the big seven. What do I see with Tesla? Well, I see mixed direction right now. It hasn't gone anywhere for a week. Yeah, we got blue here, but this is flat and some orange. These are pointing up. This is still flat. This is flat. It's the right color, green, but again, it's flat. Just a lot of flatness right now, excuse me, with Tesla. I think the trend will be up. So this might be one where you could sell puts to somebody, okay, for Tesla. But that's really all I see. I mean, it's mixed. I would not get into this on Tuesday for these reasons, just not right now. If I did, I would sell puts. Okay, let's take a look at Netflix. Netflix has been flat for a little while. Mostly this is bullish. I don't see anything that suggests a big drop is coming or is in the works. The weekly, we do have some pretty solid action. We're at least going to stay up high, but again, I would not get into this because I don't see any meaningful action, any real commitment to the upside right now. Okay, that's Netflix. All right, if you're in the mood for mega caps, I think Goog is one that you can do. It's been bullish pretty hard, pretty strong for a week now. It's clearly committed to the upside right now on this move. Blue lines are pointing upward. We just have congruency all the way down. This is hitting all points. Okay, we have a solid upward direction right now on Google. Even on the weekly, is starting to turn as well. So I think we're going to get some commitment and some real conviction on Goog. So yeah, I think you could get into Goog this week. All right, what do I see with Meta? Well, Meta's been flat for just a little while. It is solidly in the blue, but we're just not, you can have, it's one thing to have the right indicators signaling something, but do you really have that commitment, that volume to push it in that direction? Yeah, it's been bullish, but as you can see, last 3 days, it's kind of topped out a little, or at least it's starting to slow down. So I would wait to see if we get more commitment before I take a position on Meta right now. Yeah, you could sell puts on this one. I don't know if I would take a call. I would buy calls, but I think you can sell puts on this one. All right, what do I see with NVIDIA? It's gone nowhere for about a week, okay? We do not have congruency here. Blue here, we're starting to get orange in here, which shows weakness, okay? It just means we don't have strong commitment to the upside right now on NVIDIA. On the weekly, it's nicely bullish, but we're just not really moving anywhere right now. So no, I would not sell. I would not buy calls on this. But again, I think you could probably sell calls on this one. Something that maybe a condor or something for sideways action until we see some more commitment. All right, let's take a look at Apple. Apple's been weak for a couple of weeks. We just got this sell signal come in on the daily. Now it has yet to break through this moving average, but this is kind of a big deal, and so is this. Okay, so I have both sell markers that have come in on Apple, and I'm seeing orange here and downward direction. So everything's resting on this moving average. Okay, so it depends on what happens there. I would not take a bullish position on this. I wouldn't even take a bearish position. We need to see which direction is it going to go. It could bounce from here and turn right back up. We kind of are in an overall bullish environment right now. So I don't think I would commit to the downside right now. I wouldn't commit to the upside until we see where it's going to go. So I would do nothing with Apple right now. All right, what do I see with Amazon? Amazon's been flat. It's been struggling for a while. We do have bluish here. We got a little orange that's come in, which suggests some sustained weakness. Blue pointing up. This is flat. This is flat, flat. Everything is just flat right now with Amazon. Okay, now on the weekly, we do have some nice bullish indication, but I would wait to get more commitment and conviction from Amazon. I wouldn't do anything right now. I think you could sell puts on it, but I wouldn't take any calls right now. All right, Misfit, MSFT, Microsoft. This thing's been flat. It's just dead in a cemetery right now. I understand we have bullish here. Everything's congruent blue. But we just have too much weakness. Flat, flat. This is going nowhere. This is flat. This is pointing up. This is flat. Weekly, even the weekly's flat. Okay, so I think you could probably sell puts on this, but or I suppose you could sell calls to somebody who thinks it's going to be moving higher. I just see it as very weak right now. I don't know if I would get anything. Let's wait until we get more commitment on Misfit. All right, the semiconductors, SMH. Overall, things are kind of flat right now. Not much to get excited about. We do have nice bullish action on the weekly, but for the last 1 week, it's been flat. So I would not take a new position on Tuesday until we get some real stronger commitment and conviction here on the SMH. But there's still, as I've demonstrated in this video, there's still a couple of ARM, and I think there was one or two more. So I think there are some semis that are moving, but the entire industry right now is flat. All right, let's look at the Qs. It's been bullish, a slow bullish. Maybe that's a seasonal thing this time of year, but we're well above these moving averages. We've got blue congruency. This is flat. This is flat. This is flat. This is flat. So things could be still a little weak and flat this week. So I don't know if we're going to have any big moves either way. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay. On the weekly, I see pretty strong upward momentum on the Qs, but this week might be slow. All right, and the last one I'll do is the S&P, the SPY. It's been flat. It's been slow, sluggish. Yeah, we got congruency here, which means we're not due for a fall right now. And I don't think we're going to get that this week. But I don't see anything here that suggests a strong, nice move upward, at least not right now. I watch this every day. But as far as Tuesday goes, I probably would not jump into anything long. But along with the Qs, I think you could probably sell some puts to somebody. Okay. Strong bullish direction still continues on the weekly, but I think just like the Qs, I think this week could be just a little slow. And that's it. That's it for now. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting this channel. I'll try to grow it. I'll pass this out to other groups, and we'll see if we can grow the channel. But hope you enjoy this analysis, and we will talk again later.